normally do. Hi folks, it's welcome. My name is Jeff Goodwin. Call me the 30-minute trader, and I've got a couple of groups. One is focusing on what I call a 10x Forex model, and my new thing, 30-minute trader, for people who really don't have much time. Today I'm very fortunate to have top left Demo, and in this bottom center Eric, so welcome. This here is an introduction. Just to inform you that I invited a few people to the group, and I invited them on here so you can ask questions at any time. This is actually a question answer session for you. That was what I actually posted it at. Other people said they were coming, so they may come on, they may not, but we'll see. So over to you guys. This is question answer session. Some of you know a little bit about my past. Some don't. So, Eric, I've not spoke to you for a while. Can you think of anything that would be of value to you in terms of what I'm doing now, or you could even tell me where you're at if you like. So I think the last time we spoke, you were just entering your evaluation second phase of a funded account, I believe.
Yeah, I ended up losing on that one. I was not very disciplined in my trading.
Yeah.
But actually last week I passed another phase 1. So as of yesterday I started a phase 2. So
yeah,
I'm being a little bit more disciplined this time around on my trading, and only entering trades that I feel comfortable with, and following all the rules and stuff like that. So
yes, the important stuff. Yeah, so well done.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is an open forum, question answer session. You can either tell me about what you're doing, your training style, or you can ask questions or anything. It's for you. It's for Demo. Only 2 people that decided to come on, in spite of other people telling me, "Yeah, I want to come. I want to come." People asking me, and
yeah, I'm still struggling a bit at the minute, Jeff. You know what I mean? Want to get focused on one thing and just get it sorted.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You are. Is there a particular? Like, let me ask. Eric's obviously successful at some level. He's managed to get to that level twice. That's at least, and I know you have as well, Demo. So let me just ask Eric: is there a particular style of trading you've been doing, Eric, to get where you are recently?
So yeah, I've been watching Manny Quinones, the Smartmonic stuff on IM Academy is what I've been following, and I've really gravitated towards it and really enjoy what he does and that style of trading.
Yep, that's good. I think, Demo, you know what that is, I believe.
Yeah, I know what Smartmonics is. Yep.
Well, what Smartmonics is using smart money concepts, along with harmonic scanner, using order blocks and other things like that, shall we say. And one of the ways I'm trading at the moment is what I'm calling the 10x method, is completely smart money, but a specific style of smart money. It's a very specific style. And it's constantly developing and growing. And the other thing I've got is I've got a 30-minute trader program, and what a 30-minute trader program is really quite interesting, because at certain times of the day, you get an alert on your phone or your computer, and it says there's something to pay attention to here. And then at that point, Eric, if you're using the smart money concepts, principles, you would look at the candles where they are right now, and you simply draw 2 lines, above and below price. And you just wait for it to go one way, either to a FVG or an order block or a breaker block, and away you go. And that's it. It's super simple, and I'm happy to show you. I've done a couple of videos on that already. I think you would like that style, but it sounds things you're doing very well, so keep going. I would not change. I would not consider changing if you're at the point it's really working well with you.
I don't really plan on changing anything, but it's always nice to to learn more and see if, you can apply different things to different ideas and stuff like that. So
yeah. Manny does a great job. I would 100% stick with him. And are the ninjas placing that into their education as well? Do you know?
Yeah, I still watch their videos and stuff like that, and get on their lives and kind of see what they're doing too.
Yeah.
Just because I like to try to get as much information as I can.
Yeah.
Love to learn about this stuff. So
that's excellent. So Dave, can I ask, in terms of the smart money, have you spent any time with that? I know you know a few of the words and things, but we all do.
I've had a look. I've had a look at it, and I sort of understand it. You know, you wait for it to come down to order blocks or FVGs to go back, but every time I sort of used it, they've just smashed straight through. Like, you know what I mean? So I do understand some of the principles of it, but every time I've tried to use it, it just seems to, just keep going instead of doing what it should do. So I do understand some of it.
That's fine. Just so you know, when it does smash straight through, you wait for it to pull back, and then it becomes a breaker block. Just so you know.
Yeah. Well, that's what I've done. That's what you do. Wait, let it go through, pull back, and then you set the pen in order for it to go and, let's say, go back on the bar because it's pulled back down, but it just kept going, just gets smashed straight through the order block. Or
well, I don't do pending orders with it. I do, but anyway, that's neither here nor there.
No. Well, I mean, even on placing the order there and there,
specific
placing
times of the days, and I do it with specific pairs. The most commonly used pairs I don't do it with, like I don't go near Great British Pound, Euro, Great British Pound, USD whatsoever. Highly volatile, and it will smash through basically USD, CHF, which I know there's a lot of people I know that do that. I don't go near it. I've just settled at the moment. Myself and mentor, mostly S&P 500. I work at the moment, and also some people that want to focus on Forex, I moved them towards AUD USD because it's a smoother running pair. It's a slower pair. It's a slower pair, like with EUR USD. It's definitely slower than that. I find it smoother.
Yeah.
Do you still do a lot with gold in this trading style?
No, no. I moved to actually the NAS 100. It was actually as a result of a lady called Kerry. Actually, she said it moves longer, and I looked at that and I said, "You're right, it does." And then I thought about it. Well, I'd probably be better with the S&P 500 because that's a little bit more forgiving for beginners. You know, it's a little bit more forgiving because indices can be hit you hard, same as gold can. But again, good risk management. That's the key thing. It's all about risk management.
Yeah.
Now, let me just look at my notes. So, in summary, I used the word watered down. So, when my 30-minute trader is actually a watered down version or a light version of my full 10x program. So, rather than having to learn all the concepts that go along with it, you just need to learn a few principles. And as soon as the alert goes off, and it's quite a few times a day, and I'm happy to show you, you just look for a high and a low around about it, an order block, a breaker block, and don't do pending orders. You can if you wish, but I don't do that way.
No, I don't.
And away you go. It's as simple as that. Let me just check my notes. So in fact, is that good? I'm putting together a beginners class and a struggling traders class, starting on a week in Monday, actually the 3rd, for beginners and struggling traders, because I'm simplifying everything right back to the basics, the important principles. But I'm taking out a lot of the fluff, which a lot of people put in. I believe there's a lot of fluff, and yes, you need to know about risk management. Yes, you need to know time frames and lots of other stuff, but a lot of the fluff I'm removing. I'm just making it a lot more user-friendly. Rather than using long, big words, which some people don't understand, I'll just make it super easy. So without further ado, do you mind if I just jump into my charts?
No, carry on, mate.
Is that okay with you, Eric?
Jeff. Yeah, I actually got to get going. I'm pulling up to the gym right now.
Well, have a fun
It's a bit
time.
one-on-one then, Jeff. Have a good time, Eric.
Thanks.
Do a bit for me,
if you send me the recording, I'll definitely watch it though.
Yeah, I'll put it in here. Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, you take care, mate. So I'm gonna go
thanks, boys.
there.
Cheers, Eric. Take care, mate.
Bye.
So what I'm going to do there, mate, I'm just going to put on the 30-minute trader there. And let me move this thing here. So you see there, I have yellow, move this out of the way, triangles.
Yeah.
I also have orange triangles. Let me see this. I'll put it up to 5 minutes. You should be able to see them. Yellow and orange triangles. And I have these vertical lines up. All of these are opportunity trading zones. Yep. And you see this is work I've been doing, and there was a nice trade. We showed this live actually the other day there. And it went down to whatever percentage it was. Then I closed on my platform, and then it was just down to here. And it was actually down here when I noticed it. Then I kept watching it. Then eventually down here, then I said to people, close the trade as soon as it hit that there. What I'll do is I'll just go back. I'll just go back to a week. And I do find it easier on the 1 minute. The last time I did it on the 5 minute, the last time I did this. So I'll do that again.
Yeah, well, I like the 1 minute chart. You know that.
Yeah. So one thing you won't see is any EMAs, is none of that. It's just there's something happening at this time.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And then you're looking for highs and lows. You're looking for, there's a reason for this here. Which yeah, so I've just got that. So let's just mark that up there. So go for the next immediate high. You're looking for any, to use the word some of these. I'll make that black for a minute. Nothing fancy about that. And then I find a low. If there's nothing, I'm looking for anything here. Yep, so I've got that there. But I'm also aware of the base here, and I'm also aware of this here. Yep.
Yep.
This is something we draw in. We draw this in every week. This box here. But let's take it back there. So we're just looking at the candle. This is the US 500, but I can show you one. I've also shown one with the AUD. Sorry,
yes, 500 is okay.
Yep. So we see down there, just from the base, if we draw it in properly, we ask ourselves a question. So we're expecting something to happen. Yeah. Did it go up there? No, it came down here. So we then ask a question, did it break through this low with a strong impulse like you see down here? Now we know it didn't. So you then look at this. Ah, there's Mr. Pledger. Hi, Nick.
All right, Nick.
Hi, mate. Hi, everyone.
Welcome. It's the good guys here again. So never, and so you make a decision. There's nothing strong, like that's what I mean by strong push there.
Yeah, so, well, I had one before it, yeah.
Yeah, so you look upon this, and rather than use the phrase an order block, I use a block of orders. Some people say, well, which one is it? Is it the green one? Is it just is a block of orders? Yeah, and it fails to break through. It just struggles, and then it starts going the other way. Now, there's a little gap in there. Okay, that's neither here nor there, and that, so it goes up there and it comes back down again, and any of these you could take. Now we know all about stop losses, but so I'll just quickly do this. Wherever one you take, whether you take that one, it's really up to yourself. So let's just say I'll take that one, which will give us the worst risk to reward because it's the furthest away. Yeah, and this is hindsight after the fact, and it's always easy after the fact. Nick, just so you know, what this is from a 30-minute trader program, and we have these orange and yellow lines here. I've got one there. I drew 2 lines. It comes down, it fails to break through, and then you could, if you wish, take it to 50% of this range. Different ways to do that. You can use a GAN box, you can do whatever it is. Boom, boom, boom. goes over there, and when it starts coming down, there's another entry as well. So you've got that to there. Or if you're not, if you don't like using a GAN box, we have this gap here. We have this gap here. Yeah, so we have one trade there. Yeah, and comes down. It hit the 50%. Thank you very much of the range, and then it starts. The phrase is displacing down strongly. But I'm not going to claim that one, because the 30-minute trader program is about getting in and out the market, taking your money. That's a small win. If we get 0.5%, I'm happy with that. I'm happy for my students. Next trade done, walk away.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about any of this big stuff. So I'm looking for small ones. Is that, I'll do another one, but any questions so far? Then I'll do one for Nick.
No, I can see how that is. Yeah, that's fine.
So I then do nothing. There's no lines. There's no nothing. So we get one here. Yep, get one here, and we just do the exact same thing again. So I'm just finding it. So that was that there. I'm just drawing that for me for a bit of my attention. Find a high there. Is there anything low? There's a low there. Is there anything else? There's a low there. So straight away when I see that, I think of the old support and resistance. Yep. I'm looking for if there's anything there. Okay, so why don't we? So we know that's there. Again, it's after the fact, as I always say. So let's just put a little GAN box on.
Where's it go?
Goes up to 50%, and like just the other one, it drops out. And it drops like a stone. You can't make this stuff up. Yep. This time, I can claim that one, but the problem is you've got with that one there, and you put this the other side of there, and we're talking about 30 minutes. We're on a 1 minute time frame, but maximum. But you can be out in you can be out in one candle. There you go, 2 candles, close the trade, walk away. I'm not going to claim any of that because that is outside the 30-minute period. That would be part of the 10x program where it goes from zone to zone. And that's the difference. Yeah, but you can see all I did there. Draw a high, draw a low. Yeah, and then we get another one. Yeah, so I carry on. So since I've got one there, if we don't see this, we have this low here. Nick, do you have any questions, mate?
I was just going to ask, what do the red candles represent? Are they order blocks or something?
Okay, in here, they're the small order blocks, yes, the built on. But what I've got here is a low, so I'm looking for a low and a high before this. For that, so that there is actually above there, so I'm looking for another high. If we're struggling for another high, you can simply put on your line chart and try and find something possibly up here. That would make it about a big zone. So we then develop a range of the price. That's the price. It's a range. It's a range. Now, since you highlighted that, Nick, what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw these little candles up here, that there. I'm going to draw that one there. And you see how price goes up to there, and there's a little rejection. So you'd be, if you were getting in there, you'd potentially be fearful. Would that make sense? Of getting in at that point? Because you see that there. And then if you have a tight stop loss, you would maybe do a few little swear words. Yeah. But you also notice we have this line here, this zone area, which was drawn on before.
Right.
This goes back to, I don't know what it goes back to actually. I think it's one of these ones I do every week. And then it's about decisions. It breaks through that. This one might not be the best setup. But if you look at the bottom here, this green candle here, it's a small order block.
Yeah.
There you go. If you're going to put your stop loss somewhere for that buy, you'd either put it below there or even below that candle there. Again, it's all about choice, risk management, up to yourself. Now, let's think of targets. I talk about the smallest possible trade. Well, the smallest possible trade is there, that zone. Yeah, of course it is. And you've got that just below there, you're short 0.5%. Although my preferred trade would be there, underneath there, because of that candle, the nature of this candle. And you see there, you do more than your 0.5%, you can close the trade. And you're on your next target is this candle here. Does it keep going? If it goes beyond that, next target is this FVG. And it probably goes to approximately 50% of that and then reverses. That's it. So this just gives us the ideas. Nick, is that simple enough to do?
Yeah. What's a FVG?
Have you heard of imbalance?
Oh, yeah, imbalance.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Value gap.
Yep.
It's the same, is it?
Yeah, but there's different types of FVGs. There's the 10x, the 10x FV. There's lots of other ones, and
Right.
yeah, there's the measured one as well. There's lots. So I've done that. I've shown it simple. I then carry on. Completely ignore all this with a 30-minute trader. You're like, say, why would Jeff look? I'm missing out. Oh, that's part of the thing. Here we go. One up here. So you can see, once again, we're at one of these zones. One of the things we teach in the 10x, we talk about zones. And we talk about specific areas in the zones where it actually hits it, and that's it, then getting ready for a reversal. But we do nothing until we get one of these. Now, yes, it does choose the correct direction because it's pointing down, but this is not about the direction. This doesn't represent the direction. This is just telling you there's something to pay attention to.
Yeah.
So once
that sorry, that dotted line, is that like halfway in the zone, like halfway point?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, it's halfway between that zone and that zone. So I've got that there. Nick, since you've asked the question, I'm going to go left, and can you tell me when to stop? Where the smallest low from there, the smallest low. Can you tell me when to stop?
Small. Oh, right. Sorry. So from the top of the body of that green
Start there. Let me just. Now I'm on the 1 minute. I'm not doing any higher time frame management. I'm not doing any of that stuff that they teach you. I actually teach that in the 10x.
Yeah,
it's actually part of the curriculum.
I was just trying to fathom where you're starting from.
Right.
And
so
then
there. We're starting there. Where's the next? Where's the low where I can look
about that
left?
level there. About that level there.
That one right there. Okay. There. You happy with that?
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking a little bit up a bit more, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I would probably say about there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go the high there. Yep. Now we have questions. Yeah, it's after the fact, but let's look at this. One of my favorite trades is this one here. What's that in there?
Is that a hidden?
No, that's
imbalance, isn't it?
Imbalance, isn't it? FVG.
Yeah, a thingy gap. Yeah.
So all I do is the low to the high there. Oh my, you can't automate this stuff. Look at that, it drops like a stone. So this is what we talk about. We get some, we don't take it, we just wait for the conditions to be correct. Okay, boom. This can either go there, but this case, because it's quite close, I would actually place it above the high. In fact, I place it there. And again, you're looking for 0.5%. One candle, bada bing, bada bong.
So what you're saying, Jeff, is these gaps that you mark up, it more or less goes back to them each time like a magnet sort of thing. You know, it's attracted to them.
Yeah, it's
back and forth.
Yeah, but we're not really playing with them at the moment. But when you see it entering a gap in an area, it's just saying it's getting ready to move on.
Right.
And because we're only looking for a small percentage, a bit like the way you're trading at the moment, The other thing you could do from that, Nick, you could see you can get a little bit more by just taking it down to the smallest possible win is there.
The last low,
right?
like, yeah.
The body. So rather than just getting 0.5%, once you've built up confidence with this, you can then say, well, it could reverse there. Absolutely it could. But rather than there, look, it was the bottom there.
Yeah.
Boom.
2%.
So I've always directly set my take profit. So
yeah,
I get it,
and that's good. And you're doing well. I've seen your results. Well done. 4 in a row.
Yeah.
So I do nothing. So we get another one. I'll just use these. So we don't see this yet, but we see a high. And where's the low before there? There was maybe about here.
Down there, yeah, there.
Yeah, but one thing I'm very aware of is this FVG, fair value gap. And it's actually just came into it. Just came into it.
Yeah.
But if I actually do a bit more information, it's actually, this is a breaker block. Perfect breaker block to the moon. You see that there? To the moon. Again, you learn all of this in both programs. Yeah. Go there. You get that there. You can, up to you what you do. Up to you what you do. It comes down. We've actually got something happening here as well, but that's a bit more advanced. You might even miss this here, then you might have a fear. This is not about entries. This is all about showing you what this and what you can do with it, what these.
I was just curious what those little triangles represent. I thought they looked similar to the old Ninjacator.
No, nothing. The Ninjacator worked on a flat bottom. No, this is very different. This is this is telling me there's something about to happen in the market. And so far, you've noticed every single time something has happened.
Yeah.
Now, the entry here is up to yourself. You might say, well, I'm waiting for this to come down because of this here. Excellent. You might want to sell to 50%. You might actually miss that. You might get it up there. But even if you do get that up there, can you see how easily you can get 0.5%?
Yeah.
Boom. With a big stop loss.
It looks like if you get a decent opening candle, so to speak, on when there's that symbol that says there's something's about to happen.
Yep.
Two candles to the right, that big candle, whatever happens, it always comes down to half of that, like 50% or whatever.
No, but yeah. Anyway, let's move on from that, Nick. Now, carry on. But you can see that it's not quite 50% in this one.
No, not that one. The one directly above the little triangle. No, the one, like 50% of that. If you go across, it comes down to that. To trigger that, you could set your entry there. That's what I'm saying. You could set your entry at that level.
You certainly could. And can you see how you would have won? Now let's use what you said there. Put this below the low, or even below this FVG here. Yeah, below this FVG. Yeah. Your target is over there. Your first target. Boom, there you go.
1%.
Yeah.
No effort. Zero effort. Which look left. There you go.
Yeah.
I carry on. We have another one. These are automated. I don't put these on, so you know. I'd be here all day. Yeah. So look left. Where's the high? Oh, this body's up there. There's bodies. There's a few wicks, but let's go to the bodies. Or look left.
Mainly in it, yeah.
Yeah. I'll go there. Where's the low? Oh, the lows are way down here.
Lows right down there.
Oh, it's a bit tricky, that one. It's a bit tricky there. Okay, so what I'm going to do for this one, I'm actually going to do this. I'm looking to pull back into it. We get this big candle, and you're thinking, oh, this could be a good one. It's going to, and if that happens, I've been looking for one to come down to connect for a buy back up. But you notice this one actually keeps going beyond there. And if you did get in for a buy there, that would be, so I could see some people doing that. You might even say, no, I'm going to get in for that sell, but we don't actually know. The only thing, because we have nothing left to go on, as a target. So that one's a bit blind. But again, it comes down to this 50%. Thank you very much. Back into this FVG. Boom, it goes to the moon. 30 minutes, away you go.
I mean, it's come down to 50%. Well, you said you're not sure. I wouldn't be sure about that.
Yeah. But yeah, look, there you go, Nick. There's a target there. Just to the left, 0.93%.
I'm just saying, when it's come down, those black candles there, it's still half of that big green candle. So
you're correct.
It usually always recovers.
But what it's actually went down to is this FVG. And so I'll do just one more, and then we'll stop. So we've got this one here. Obviously, this was something I was looking at. I'm on the 1 minute. I've not changed time frames. I've not did any of that. So let's find the high. We'll find the high here. And we find a low there. Somewhere around about there. I'm not sure if I'd use that or that, got to be honest. Oh, yeah. This one's a bit not sure. But we have a fair value gap there. It goes up. Back into that fair value gap, and then it goes to the moon. If you want stop loss below here, looking for 0.5%, you could actually, there's a target right there. You want right there. Or you might just one candle. Because we've no target here, I'm struggling a little bit. That makes sense to you? So any questions on that? I'm going to stop that for now because it's all about making decisions. And decisions are based on order blocks, breaker blocks, fair value gaps, liquidity, highs and lows. That is it. That is it.
I understand that.
So I'll just go forward in time to the here and the now. And when was the last time? And then they have all these other things as well. Yeah, there's one there, right on that line. It says, Jeff, something's about to happen. And you look, boom, it just drops like a stone. I've nothing left with that one to go on. This is one of the cases I'd probably have to use one of my other tools because I've nothing up here. I can't draw a line. You could potentially draw something like that there, or even there as a support, wave to come down as a breaker block, and it drops like a stone. Questions?
That zone thing or gap, whatever you called it, how do you set those again?
What thing?
Where do they begin? Yeah.
What gap? I'm confused with the question.
The zone thing that you got down
this
the bottom,
here,
dotted lining. Yeah.
We do that once a week. We do that once a week. We just set it up with the prices, and that's it. It's and it's just really quite simple actually. It's just gaps in the market, and that's it. You know, I'm sure you've heard of gaps in the market.
Yeah.
So this tells us something to pay attention to. We don't have much time. You might miss this. So I'm not claiming that. You could have gotten that. Yes, you could have. But that's the real entry there. Boom. And you can see it drops. And you get in half an hour from there. There's Mr. Chris Cairns, and I'm getting half an hour from there. You can see a very nice 100 odd there. Thank you very much. Super simple, super easy. And away we go. Oh, Mr. Cairns, hello.
Hi, Jeff.
Hope you're well.
Yeah, are you?
Yes, thank you. I'm in Phuket now.
Oh, have you moved?
Yes, maybe 4 days ago, something. But it's super hot here. It's super hot here. Yeah, I hope you're well.
Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you.
Up to speed. I gave an introduction to what this group is about. People I've met before. Some people are new traders. Some people are successful. I might even have some funded traders. And it's to let people know what I personally am doing. And you could even say it's a little bit of a marketing engine. But I'll give away free content. Everything in this group is 100% free, just so you know. And I was just going through different setups based on, I've got remember the 30-minute trader? I think you've seen once.
I'm not sure, Jeff, to be honest.
Well, it's just a little triangle, yellow or orange, and it just tells you there's something important about to happen, and you set up a high and a low, and you wait for it to do its thing, and you can see there's a nice breaker block right there, boom, and it drops like a stone. But this tells you something's happening. What's powerful about it?
Oh, okay.
I've actually missed a lot. Where have you been? We waited for you actually.
I've been
45 minutes when we've been on.
I've been on the phone to the gas people today.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
what time is now? That was 5:30. We actually came on there. That's when we come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. As simple as that. I've shown you about 5 variations of the same setup. I can go back. I can even did them all US 500. I can do it with currency pairs if you like. I can do it whatever you like. We'll go back in time. I'll go back a week, something like that. And away I go. So we just pick any of them. We pick a low and we pick a high. And I'm on the 1 minute time frame this time. So that's it there. So we find the bodies for the highs and we find the lows. Round about there.
Sorry, Jeff. How does it look on, like, say, EUR USD?
It looks.
I only do that because it get the right calculations, you know.
It would look slightly different because it's a different currency. Would you like me to check it out for you?
Yeah, I was just curious. Like,
but look at that there.
What it look like?
Look at that there. Very nice.
Yeah, yeah.
So it just tell me something.
Level, yeah.
Yeah, let me just check. EUR USD, is that the one you want me to look at?
Yeah, yeah.
Here we go.
Just out of curiosity, really.
Right, and I'll go back the week again. Just we'll press auto, and there we go. So I'll just set it to midnight, just for ease. And all we do is we draw a high and a low. So there's a low there. You could even see, well, there's a lower one, and you get our high. You know, you could do these ones, but yeah. I'm just trying to, because we're on the 1 minute time frame. You can try the 5 minute time frame. You can play about with it.
Yeah.
Perfectly honest. I did find it nice drawing the boxes, just these on the 5 minute and then dropping down. You actually see a different perspective. And away you go. So, Chris, can I ask you, what do you see there? So I just draw that from that high there and the low there. Yeah. That's all I've done. I've got a little alert saying there's something to pay attention to. It doesn't say there's a trade, it just says there's something to pay attention to. And do you see anything there you could take advantage of? So I know you're already a successful trader. Or maybe you can't see it yet. Okay, well, I'll tell you that there, this liquidity here, there's a fair value gap right there, then it drops.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Simple. And they want to use this breaker block, but does it actually reach it? That wicks it just no more. I'm more of an FEG than a breaker block. And it drops to there. And you've got that one right there, or you've got that there. Very nice. When you see it breaking like this, just close the trade. You've got enough. And I teach my people, once you've got that there, different entry places. This is not about entries. This is just all about letting you know how you can do this, whether you're looking for 0.5%, 1%, whatever it is you want to do. Here's like one candle, you're nearly at 0.5% already, and that's quite a high stop loss. Where did it go to? I'm not going to claim all that, because just small wins is enough. And there's enough there to go around. There's another one there. So we've got this high, that's actually after the fact, so we don't see that yet. We've got this high, we've got a low down here. Got that there, and we've got that low there. So we've got a few decisions to make. Yeah, you watch what's happening. The challenge I've got at this moment in time I have no candles here. Oh, we have one up there, actually.
Look to the left, can't you?
Yeah, because I'm on the 1 minute. It's really quiet. I could do that there. So I'm keeping it really simple. Yeah, it fails, it comes down, it comes up, and you can do whatever you like. Your own entry system, whatever you use, and away you go. But the important thing is these here, it's telling us something's about to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll do that again. We've got a high here. With this order block here, let's find a little low there. And do what you wish with that.
Yeah.
Next one. These I don't draw these on by hand, by the way. It's part of the software. There's one there. Maybe not so great this one here. We've got a high there. And we've got a low here.
Yeah. It's just about finding your levels in it, like equal highs or lows.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Well, we're just looking for liquidity there. Look, grabs the liquidity, takes out the stop losses, it drops like a stone.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it goes down. There's a FVG in there. Boom, drops. Can you get 0.5% on that, Nick? Look, it's the stop losses there. That's all you're looking for. You don't have to be a superstar. Is the FVG in there?
Easy 0.5%.
Tops it, boom. Easy peasy. You want to take it there, put that above the high. Can you get 0.5%? How many candles? There you go. 1 minute time frame, no higher time frame analysis. There we go. Although I do higher time frame analysis. Got that one, got the high here. Let's do it on the bodies. There's a low here. It's funny that. Back up. The block of orders, as I call them. That there. We've got something's about to happen. Do you get a big push? Do you get a really major push? Or is it just small candles?
Just small candles, isn't it?
Yep. It comes down there. We actually, after the fact, get this order block. Thank you very much. It comes down, comes back up to this U shape. It's a small FVG in there, tiny FVG in there. If you know about FVGs and balances, things like that there, does that, and away you go, another sell. And you get 0.5% there. It's 2.28. Let me see if we can get it one candle. Nearly 1%, one candle.
Yeah.
Okay. It rejects off that breaker block there, comes back up, hits that order block, goes sideways. That's it. Questions? Nick, I'll come to you first of all. I think I've shown you enough. Shown you about 10 different examples.
Yeah.
No higher time frame analysis, no nothing. It's just part of the 30-minute trader, because we're really just looking for that. For people that are busy, don't have time. The full 10x gets everything, but this is just about get the alert, it comes on, bing, and you're going to draw a couple of lines and you're waiting for Chris, for someone like yourself with nose breaker blocks, FVG, order blocks, it's a complete no-brainer. Nick, I think you did a bit of that as well.
Yeah.
Demo, you did a bit, and you could do EMAs, you could do Bollinger Bands, you could just something to pay attention to.
Okay, cool.
If I was to do to have anything with Bollinger Bands, I don't know. I don't know what that looks like with dynamic edge. There you go. There's a dynamic edge set up. Right, there you go.
Yeah.
It's not a way of trading anymore, but in fact, I never really have actually. But I just don't like. So I said this was I invited everybody into a group. New traders, successful traders, funded traders, showing you what people I'm up to. I know, Chris, yourself, you've shown interest in what I'm doing previously. You showed me your winning trades, and you're still in that big trade, are you?
No, that come right back down, didn't it? I cashed that out.
Well done. Very successful trade. Good for you. So I know Nick, I saw his result. He's 4 trades, 4 wins at the moment. Is that correct, Nick?
Yeah. Like I say, initially I was going for 0.5% from 1% risk. I've reduced it down to 0.5% risk, but only going for 1/4% at the moment.
Yeah,
no, sorry, going for 0.5%, but 1/4% risk. Sorry, I got it the other way round. Yeah, just to see how it feels to take a bit of pressure off, like, you know.
Yeah, well done, and you're doing well. 4 out of 4. So something's obviously working.
Yeah,
because it's a smaller risk, we say. It just feels a bit more comfortable. I don't know.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, no drama, and
no,
I've got time.
Yeah, so that was a really quick overview of one of the things I'm doing. Questions for you, because this was a question answer session actually. Demo was on with me with Eric, and there was also Eric that was on. Eric's just passed another first phase funded account. Well done, Eric. You'll get to see this later. Well done.
Okay.
So for the rest of it, can we do a question answer session? This is for you.
Yeah, I'm okay with everything. It seems.
Thank you very much.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. Just draw a line above a high and a low. Look for any FVG, any order block, any breaker block, or anything else that you know.
Yeah.
Or an EMA crossing over a certain thing. If that's the thing. Yeah. So you're fine. Dave, you were on first, so I should really have came to you. Apologise.
That's all right. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, it's nice and clear chart, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I find too often it's the past. There's just lots of stuff on it. I've not went black. I've went grey background just for my eyes because it affects your eyes. It's too bright. But for teaching, I find I need to have a light colour. I find it easier for people to learn with a lighter background.
On the you saying that, Jeff, on TradingView, I know you can switch it from light to dark, but I didn't know how you can make it sort of like a light grey background. So, like you said, because the white background can be a bit bright at times.
Is yours white? Your background white?
Yeah, I switched it from dark. That's what I'm saying. But I only know how to switch it from dark to light.
Have you got 20 baht? I can show you. I'm teasing.
Just go to.
Yeah. So mine's a sort of greyish. Okay. So all I do is I go right click, settings. So you see, I'll do that again.
Yeah.
Right click, settings.
Yeah.
And I'm up to here, appearance. And I can make it whatever I like. So
all right, okay, so that's simple. So,
yeah. So let's just say I'll make it a lighter color. See it went, and I'll make that one a lighter color. Another thing is you've got grid lines. You've got to get rid of them as well. So for me, that's a bit slightly too bright.
That's fair enough. I mean, like after all this time, I never even knew that. Like you say, you learn something new every day.
Just to take the edge off it. Just to take the edge off it. That's
a good idea, mate. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Now, I don't even bother with it. This is an indicator called Smart Money Concepts. I never use it. I don't even know why I've got it on actually. I look lots of different things there. It's the 30-minute trader one. It's really interesting. Let me just check here. So let's just say, Demo, you were talking about pending orders earlier on. Okay. Let's say you place a pending order in there. For me, that's 100% what not to do. The way I do it, I would set an alert and then just watch it once it gets to the...
Yeah, I normally take executions, to be fair. It's very rare I set a pending order. Very rare.
Yeah. And whatever way it might come down, I have no idea where it's going to go at the moment, but there's a potential opportunity there. Let me just check something else. So look at that nice trade there, all the way up. So I'll just wait to see the size of these candles. Time of the day, it's EUR USD. So the time in the UK is lunchtime-ish.
Yeah.
So I'd probably not be
Yeah,
excited.
half 11.
About half 11
it?
almost.
Half 11,
Okay.
mate.
Okay, so based on that, it looks like it might be going to this area here, either 50% here or even the liquidity, actually. I'd probably actually say home for the liquidity. So what else have we got above here? Okay, time frame. That's a challenge we'll have. We'll get nothing else to look for. Oh, there is a way back there.
There's still a fair bit to be recovered, but
yeah, there is. It's got a long
where you
way.
put your target there, I would have probably, my first target would have probably been 50% of that big candle or FEG, whatever you call it.
Engulfing, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a bit of a. There's a name for this. It's like a. Is it a road rail? I forget the name for it. Actually, it goes up. And, yeah, potentially could go there. Actually, to be honest, but we'll see. So this is outside of the time. This is outside of these here. This tells me there's a trade about to happen. It goes. This tells me trade's about to happen. It goes. It's not me. This tells me there's a trade about to happen. It goes. If you can you get 0.5% of every one of them?
Yeah.
Can you get 1/4%, Nick?
Easy. Easy.
Exactly. Don't be a superstar. Just be a steady Eddie. Yeah. Look at this one here. There's a line at the bottom. Okay. There's a low. Where's a high? Yeah. Options. You've options. It doesn't break out there strong. It breaks through, then it goes sideways. Yeah. So it goes back up. Do you get in a trade? Maybe you don't get in a trade this time. There's nothing there. You know, it's the end of the day. You know, if you think of the time, it's 4 p.m.ish. It's closed, but you can't get that nice. There's normally a turnaround around about that time, actually. So that's quite good, actually. Go back there. There's something about to happen. You place a line across there. It fails to go there. It goes the other way. You place your stake profit there. Does it go to it? It's not 0.5%. On 1 minute, no higher time frame analysis. Just using the 30-minute trader setup. It's really, really easy.
Yeah. The way I look at it, it's like taking a tiny crumb out of a loaf of bread each day, staying profitable. That's all that matters, you know, even if it like I say, a tiny little crumb each day, if you're staying profitable, then yeah, it's all good.
Now let's look at this, for example. I don't trade this, but it's certainly there was an old strategy called the teacup. Have somebody heard of the teacup?
Yeah, teacup.
Goes there, comes down, then it comes down, does this.
Got the handle.
And it goes there. But there's an indicator for it, actually, just so you know. There's an indicator for it. So for those people watching at home, Nick, since you've been quite chatty, what have you observed today which is useful?
The fact that it more or less, obviously goes back to price, like equal highs, equal lows, but it always seems to be drawn back to the FVGs.
Yeah.
Like a magnet, basically.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. All this is a little indicator I've got with the lows and the highs. That's all that is. Any peaks. That's all that is. Any peaks.
I mean, it always goes back to at least 50% of the FVGs. That's what it looks like.
Not always. It's got this here, so we've got that there. We've got a high there, but I'll probably actually draw another one, and I'd probably be tempted to this one actually, because of these are relative equal highs as well. Maybe just draw that for the sake of it. Probably draw something like this. We're waiting for something. I'll draw another one down there. Just again, I've got liquidity down at the bottom. So if you've done that before you see it, you just draw that there. It's either going to go up there, down there, carry on or come back. Well, what's below here? Dollar sign, stop losses. Away we go. Simple, easy, very effective. And there's another one. Boom. So Nick, you asked the question about making the background off-white, so I showed that there.
Yeah. I've got that now, Jeff, totally. But I just can't believe after all this time, what, 3 years that I've been more or less trading now, that I didn't even know something simple like that. But like I say, you learn something every day. Yep. I've just usually switched from light to dark, and that's been it. So vice versa.
Yeah. Chris, do you have any questions? It's a question answer session.
No, I think it's quite interesting what you just showed, to be honest.
Yeah.
Simple and easy.
Super simple. 1 minute time frame. You don't have to hang around. The only thing you have to do is you have to draw a couple of lines and do your and with the other education I teach, have you already got it? Well, you don't need it. Just if you know the stuff, crack on. You don't need it. It's really good, actually. Deal yourself. Any observations?
Yeah, no, it's really interesting, mate. Really interesting. Yeah, quite interested. Yeah, very interested in it.
Yeah, it's interested in like it. My big 10x thing. This actually came from that.
Yeah.
This whole setup. Because I had beginners come to me and say, Jeff, I want to learn directly from you rather than go anywhere else. I said, well, I don't teach beginners. And then there was quite a few. I've got to be honest. I find I think it's more challenging with beginners than experienced traders.
Yeah.
But by doing that, it's actually forced me to start thinking more of what can I do to simplify it.
That's what it's all about.
So I built a tiny little software that links into TradingView, and then you get you get an alert, just like I'm sure you've set alerts before. You get an alert, and away you go.
Yeah.
And it's quite interesting.
Yeah, I find it interesting. Something we have to give a go or try it to.
Yeah, you should give it a go.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, let me just say, so I've given you something. I've given you, and I think you said some people said it's been interesting, very interesting. Because we don't use big fancy words. We just, there's a high and there's a low. We could have used an order blocker, a beta blocker, and an FVG. But we say, look, we draw a line at the top, we draw a line at the bottom, and there's a little gap between the candles. I believe beginners can see that. It's a high and a low. If you can simplify it to the basics of that, not just beginners will be successful. Like with this strategy, I had a lady today, well, it was this morning, in Australia. She won 3 trades in a row.
Nice.
AUD USD. Well done. It was
well done to us.
It was one big trade, but she broke it down 0.5%, 0.5%, 0.5%.
Yeah.
I did a pullback, FVG, boom, up. It just kept going. She did very, very well. Not overcomplicating it. That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
So just so for the people that a little bit of this is marketing for me. So what have you've been trading now for 3 years? What do you think of the simplicity of this?
It's pretty straightforward. Obviously, for those that are complete novices, complete new to the game, obviously it's going to be a mind-blowing overload. But for us, obviously, like you said, because you only want to deal with a bit more experienced, but there's always lessons for us to even learn each day. And what I've discovered with this, what you've shown us, it's a different way of looking at things. And it's just
Christine's a new trader.
Yeah, you just
a brand new trader. Amazing.
You just realize certain things, and it's just like, wow, when you see how things react like a magnet, where they get drawn back to each other, like I was saying about the zones and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just been great value, mate. Yeah, very interesting, great value, and I can't wait to try some of it out.
Yeah.
Oh, get involved. Get involved.
Yeah.
Do you want yourself any feedback for me personally? Because
Well, but yeah, I agree. I mean, it's simple. I mean, I must admit, I think been in the trading game for a few years. The trouble is, you can take
you can know too much. You can know too much.
I was about to say you can know too much, and your mind's just full of a lot of other stuff, a lot of other strategies. And sometimes it's just like, yeah, there's too, too much, and when you're looking at the chart, you're thinking of so many things that you've learned, and you're seeing if they're all matching up before you get in the trade, and it's like, whereas with that, I mean, you learn to do that, especially as a newbie, if you're coming in fresh, it'd be very good. I mean, yeah, I'd like to have a dabble at it, really. And try and get the chart.
So here's the question:
top again.
On that, where's the Ichimoku clouds? Where's the Bollinger Bands? Where's the Keltner Bands? Where's the Fibonacci's? Where's the supply and demand zones?
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I like. I've just got too much going on in my head at the minute. It's just too much stuff that I've sort of learned, and it's just complicating it all at the minute.
I went back. How can I help new people? It's forced me. So now I've got Christine. She's been with me 1 month, and the other day there she did 5 in a row as well.
Nice. Well, that's amazing.
Yeah, she's made a couple of losses as well. I showed her a couple of indicator setups, and she said, "I don't like indicators. I just like candles." I said, "Excellent. That's what I like." So perfect.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, it's like me. I mean, my results have come from. Obviously, I've been watching a little bit what you've been putting on Facebook and stuff, Jeff, and a little bit of what I've known from before, kind of putting the two together. But I think my game changer was reevaluating my risk and especially of late, and taking more pressure off myself. And with that, it becomes more manageable. And the less carefree you are, I mean, I don't mean being careless, but the less carefree you are, it just, I don't know, it just falls into place. It just, you take it by its stride. I can't explain the feeling really. It's just different, and but it's working. So it's
well done. But I mean that. Well done. 4 out of 4. Boom.
Thank you.
Yeah, I did see it. I think I posted it in the group. Well done to you.
Yeah.
And yourself, Chris? Any value for yourself today? Because I know you're a seasoned trader yourself. Maybe
Just
too simple.
Keep it simple, Jeff. It's what I like.
Yeah.
I like it so simple. Because I try and work now with nothing on my charts, just candles and certain zones, and that to me is, that what you've just shared is valuable, really.
Yeah, thanks for saying that. Appreciate it. But every one of these, the fact that he's found that I really found it interesting. I'm actually looking forward to sharing it. I'm doing a new 5-day trading camp starting next Monday, the 3rd, for new traders and struggling traders. Actually, it's going to be really good. So I'm actually sharing that with you. It's actually as seasoned traders, it's been useful. Thank you for being here today. Really appreciate it.
I just wanted to quickly say, sorry, mate. I just wanted to quickly say, if I was in the frame of mind that I am now, when I had my funded account, I think I would have been doing okay. I mean, obviously it was the wrong place and time, and as you know, but yeah. If only I had waited, but that's life. It's a lesson.
Well, lessons and tests, and maybe you were meant to lose your account in order to change this here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I believe that strongly as well. Also to manage my risk better and everything, and it has worked. It's the kick up the butt that I've needed, really.
Yeah. Well done to you for pulling it back.
Yeah.
Because I saw you were a little bit angry. So let me just finish off this, and then we can chat afterwards if you like off the recording.
Yeah.
So thanks for everybody, including Eric. Come on, Eric, you will get this recording because I'll put this on YouTube as I mentioned, and then into the group so you get it firsthand. My plan is to hold a couple of these, maybe showing different elements, but keeping it very basic. I will be using it more of a beginner's thing, and also, got to be honest, a little plug for business as well, a little marketing engine. But I know you guys are all already doing your own thing, so no need for that there. So let me just, thanks very much. I'm going to press stop the recording.